Hey there, my name is Chris Mango, and I'm the creator of Mango Mischief, a satirical, retro-style JRPG that's available for PC on Steam. If you're watching this video, you're about to see me playing my own game, showing off shortcuts and going into detail about the development process and intentions with essentially every aspect of Mango Mischief. So I think it's fair to say spoiler alert. If you'd like to play my game before watching this, the Steam link is in the description. I hope you enjoy my playthrough and commentary. Alright, episode 9. Let's get going. So first order of business, I want to equip all of my confusion talismans. I want to be completely immune to confusion, because I'm going to be doing 3 things in this episode pretty quickly. I'm going to be, let's also throw on the Royal Regalia we got. I'm going to be going through the Space-Time Race Climb, then the Northeast Forest, and then the Infernal Inferno. Also, because I'm going to be escaping and quitting a lot of battles, just to move through this very quickly, we're going to ramp up the battle animation speed just to show exactly how much quicker things move when the battle animation speed is maxed. I just want to fire through all 4 of these regions as fast as possible. I'm going to end up hitting a bunch of battles, I'm sure. Like that one. You can take your time and have the spirals approach you, like if you're all the way to the right or all the way to the left. Or sometimes you get a little lucky and you can run through them. Depends on how risky you want to play. Now these energy blasts, so to speak, or magic bursts, or whatever you want to call them, you can keep moving while they're disappearing. And so during that time, I'm going to run backwards a little bit to buy myself a little bit of time, because if you just sit there in front of the magic images, then the enemies will keep getting closer and closer to you, and you don't want to get walled in. You'll notice there's 4 different colors of spirals. Those colors match the 4 medallion colors. Purple, orange, teal, and gray. Each one of these 4 paths is identical. You're just going south, and then back up north. Hopefully you don't fight too many enemies. I mean, you can if you want to. You also don't want to get walled in either. That could be kind of disastrous in terms of getting out. So that can be very, very frustrating. As long as you keep moving, you tend to be okay for the most part. You'll see how these spirals keep inching towards you as the light bursts disappear. I'm calling them everything. Light bursts, arcane bursts, magic bursts, whatever. I'm just trying to not get stuck down here. See how this light blue spiral is kind of walled off this area. I still need to make sure I can escape. If I spend too much time down here, I'll still have a healing statue, but I'll eventually have to fight my way out, and I'd rather not fight my way out. Not to say I can't necessarily handle the fights, but it'll just take a while. And in the space-time race climb, the only things to get here are the treasure chests, unless you want to grind out some battles, and that's totally fine. Speaking a little bit about the battles, based on the colors, each battle, or each spiral, has 2 different enemies. One enemy from each of the 2 dungeons that correspond to the specific medallion. And what I mean by that is, any purple spiral represents the 2 strength, because strength is the purple medallion, represents the 2 strength dungeons. So that's the 2 Sprig dungeons, which are Whelmhelm Realm, as well as Blizzard Blooms. So the orange spiral has 2 representatives from the 2 dungeons that represent the orange medallion, which is the Soul Medallion, including Infernal Inferno, which is where we're going to be going to next. I'm opening both of these halves just to make it a little bit easier to escape. I'm going to head back up here so the spirals don't keep moving down just yet. Let's see if we can get in and out. Royal Regalia. The 3.0 and 4.0 paths give you Royal Regalia, which are, again, the best armors in the game. The 1.0 and 2.0 give you stat boosting items. So we got in and out pretty easily there. You'll notice now I can equip not just one ally with this Royal Regalia. We got this one from completing the West Habersand side quest. But now also I can give Marion and Marrow, a Royal Regalia. That's 3. The question of where the 4th one is what we're going to answer now. I'm going to go back up to the Northeast Forest. There are random battles because it's way back in the beginning of the game. But I'm going to, again, attempt to escape pretty much all the battles, except for the single battle that I need to actually fight and win to obtain that treasure chest. I waited a little bit before going all the way back to the Northeast Forest, because those monsters are pretty strong. They don't get stronger over time like a 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. I just defaulted them to be pretty strong. So here, I want to get that top right treasure chest. So I have to make my way all the way around down here. You can do this earlier in the game if you want. You can get some really good experience and level up really, really fast if you fight the enemies, even before the ship. Unfortunately, we can't run around here. Alright, so I'm going to save. I think technically I should have saved over file 9 instead. But whatever. Killing this werewolf results in fighting another one and then another one. We're going to escape. I am a little bit low on health. So let's just mini-heal my way back up, just to make sure I don't get caught off guard. We just need to beat one battle, and it is harder than the random battles here. When I talk to this chest, it'll force a battle against 2 werewolves and a minotaur. We are going to keep the attack animation. We'll keep these animations on super fast. Is there anything else I want to do? I can use some of my stat items, by the way. I can use any of these. Look how many I have. HP up, 27 of those. I could give a whole bunch. I could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the last 6 could be used there. MP up. You can kind of decide who you want to give the MP ups to. It probably just makes sense to kind of distribute them relatively equitably. I'm going to use most of my physical attack ups on Sprig and Marion, and most of my magic attack ups on Marrow and Iraq. But you can split them up however you want. 30 defense up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Magic defense ups. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Agility ups and luck ups. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Agility ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As long as you're distributing them equitably, you're pretty safe in terms of making sure everyone is growing at a nice, reasonable pace. But if you want to focus more on, helping one enemy or one ally over another, you can spec up however you want. Here's the 4th Royal Regalia before we head back to the southwest of the entire map to Infernal Inferno, where we'll rush through that fire dungeon. Whoa, that armor looks amazing! Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. We fell victim to one of the classic blunders. Again, a reference to The Princess Bride. Alright, we need to win this one. And we're going to take some serious damage. But let's see what we can do here. I don't think that status ailments or debuffs can work. I don't think status ailments do, though. So let's see what we can do. Let's focus on hitting everyone with a Lumaclad. That way we can at least deal a little bit of damage. Alacrity might be really helpful. Let's see if we can use status ailments on them. Poison on this werewolf would be nice. But that's the only thing that really happened here. Magic attack is down. Doesn't really matter much because I'm pretty sure his attack is just a physical attack. Notice how fast these battle animations are going? We can use Devastation. This is the fastest battle animation speed. I have no problem using Lumiclad, but I also want to make sure I have enough MP when I need to heal, so I need to be careful of that. I can also do something like Magic Boost to slowly regenerate his MP, but I'm not sure if I want to waste that much time. I might just want to just use an item. Umbra Coda is a very, very, very strong dark spell, stronger than your normal Umbramancy. As far as what I want Marion to do, let's go with Elite Beat. Random, but good damage. I missed one. Let's do Frenzy, because maybe that can kill off the werewolf and also do some damage to the Minotaur. Awesome. The Minotaur really, really hits hard, but he's slow, so it buys you some time. Plus Lumiclad hitting 4 times, it's going to hit this Minotaur every single time. Umbra Coda deals a massive amount. Remember we saw that adjective when we did Sprig's TP special ability. Let's use Elite Beat. The Minotaur should end up dying. Great. Didn't get a level up. That's okay. We got the Royal Regalia, though. This armor was totally worth the fight. Now we have a Royal Regalia for everyone. I'm also going to make sure that Mero has a fire necklace on. That's very important because we're about to go fight some fire monsters, and her boss battle will be against some fire monsters also, so I want to make sure she's well-equipped. And by well-equipped, I mean regenerating MP. That way she can use really the most important spell for the dungeon, which is Hydromancy All. And really, that's pretty much it. Let's just use a whole bunch of these. I'm out of MP, but that's fine. I should be able to run out of here without getting killed. I might just need to escape some more battles. We can fight these if we want. These battles are easier because it's just one werewolf at a time for 3 rounds, or just a single Minotaur. But at the same time, I'm not interested in grinding out levels or anything right now. Once you get to the dungeons, like the 8 main dungeons, you shouldn't necessarily need to grind out any more levels. It should carry you through until the 8 dungeons are completed. Once we escape this tree row, this tree column, we're in the clear from werewolves and minotaurs. Okay, so we did those 2 little side pieces. We did the space-time race climb, and we did the northeast forest. Gonna head to Infernal Inferno now. There's a gold statue at the beginning of that level, so I don't have to worry about the fact that I am down some HP and MP. I'm also going to be switching back my battle animation speed, because I actually want to enjoy looking at the animations that I spent a lot of time creating. And we're essentially done with all of the side quests now. At least until potentially the very, very, very end of the game with the post-game content. We'll have to dunk our shit down here and walk around. We'll see some fairies along the way. These fairies, we got the side quests for these 2 fairies at the end of last episode. The Infernal Inferno is smoldering hot, with dark red ground unappealing. Damage taken from walking and burning and fighting will surely force plenty of healing. If you choose to enter the square in the center through the dangers and dire fire, you'll find a tormentor, a flaming presenter, who arranges a higher desire. Piranha misunderstands the badge in his hands, and this has affected his goals. He believes that his metal permits him to peddle and conquer and steal human souls. To earn this half of the soul medallion, the challenger needs a pure heart. But cracking boulders, opening chests, and timing movements are good ways to start. So a little bit of an introduction to what Infernal Inferno is all about. By the way, every dungeon, really every area in the game, has its own music. If you click on the music relevant to the dungeon, you can play the music on your own. I've also named each place based on its dungeon and the boss. Piranha's plant is a reference to, Super Mario Piranha plants. But most importantly, we're going to skip this. We are moving as 1, at least at that level. Once we get closer to the dungeon lava area, we're just moving as one to better record when we're taking some fire damage. The other thing I want to do in terms of equipping, so I want to make sure Marion is equipped with a Mythic Mortar. That way she takes less fire damage. Actually, what other... There's other elements... There's other elemental enemies in this area. For example, there is an Earth type, where Wind would be good. And there's also an Electric type, where Ice would be good. So I'm actually going to use the Mythic Mace, because she'll do extra damage against the Thunder-imbued, or Thunder element enemies. And for Sprig, we're going to whip out the... Yeah, we'll go with the Water Weapon here. We could do the Mythic Glaive for Wind against Earth, but we'll just keep it on... We'll go with the Water for now. You can swap to other elemental necklaces. For example, maybe we use the Earth necklace here, because there is an Earth enemy. The Thunder necklace for the same reason. The rest won't matter too much. There is a set of dark enemies towards the end of this dungeon. So again, if you have all the elemental necklaces, you can really equip it however you want. We're going to verse another set of golems and gravelettes, though. From these boulders, we're kind of conditioned to understanding that these boulders are going to reveal some monsters. These boulders are back? It appears so, but I don't think we need to collect rubble down here. Let's just clear the rock from our path so that we can keep exploring. I guess we'll be using our Hex Hammer again, just like old times. You know, I kind of expected us to be forced into another battle as a result of breaking the boulder. Why? Story continuity. Silly Marrow. We beat up all those colored rock monsters a long time ago. They would be way too weak to hurt us now. Yeah, I bet they wouldn't stand a chance, even if they were a brand new color, representing an increase in strength or something like that. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Alright, so we've got another one of these battles. Even though they're gray, they are still Earth type. And so we want to be focusing on things like wind attacks. I can use Reap the Whirlwind, for example, to do some wind damage. We could use something like Frenzy to do a little bit of damage to everyone. Aeromancy All would be nice, but we just have regular Aeromancy, that's fine. Lumamancy All, Umbermancy All, either of these is kind of okay. We'll do a little bit of damage to everyone. Sometimes that's more important than taking out one enemy at a time. Being blinded kind of stinks, but I'll probably just maybe buff Marrow or something in the meantime. Now, the nice thing about these boulder baddies in Infernal Inferno is when I loot or steal from them, I can get, I believe it's HP ups or MP ups. I got an HP up, which is something that's pretty rare. You typically can't steal or even win stat up items, HP ups and MP ups. If I loot these gravelettes, I'll get MP up items. You still win them as rewards, but it's an incentive to actually destroying... Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. It's an incentive to destroying a bunch of other optional boulders in this area, because this is the only boulder you absolutely need to break in the Infernal Inferno. But if you go out of your way to voluntarily fight these golems from other boulders, you'll be rewarded with HP ups and MP ups. Little Frenzy will continue doing damage here. Let's see, Reap the Whirlwind. We're making some good progress here. Let's go with something like Lumamancy All, because maybe that'll knock out like 2 or 3 of these. Nice. I was worried about Sprig's health, but I don't think I need to really be worried. I'm going to use Lumaquat, just because I'm pretty sure we're about to level up anyway, and I'm also pretty sure we're going to miss at least once or twice. So, we'll waste the MP, because I think we're about to get it back. Nice. We should have known that fight was coming. At least the rewards for beating them were pretty good. Absolutely. Not many monsters have stat boosting items like HP up and MP up for us to win. Or steal. So again, a little nod to the fact that you can steal. If you hit any of these bright red areas, it'll say, "Ow, I'm burning up. Walking too close to the lava is really hurting us. We have to be careful where we walk so that we don't take too much damage, especially since there are monsters ahead." So, you're going to take a little bit of damage, no matter what. You'll get the flashing. You're not taking a ton of damage, but I think it's something like 100 damage per tile, which does add up over time, so you might want to be a little bit more careful. There are boulders in the general area here if you decide to explore a little bit more. There's also treasure chests if you, again, decide to explore a little bit more. But it'll be up to you as far as how much time you want to spend in the Infernal Inferno. You can get plenty of chests with stat-up items. You can also get plenty of boulders with plenty of golems and gravelets to kill. We're going to go for... So there's Frenzy and Judgment. Judgment is just a better version of Frenzy at the expense of double the MP loss and double the HP loss if you're okay with that. It's completely up to you. Maybe we do... Let's just use... Well, let's see. She has an ice weapon, right? So wouldn't ice be good against thunder? Let's do something like... Well, I don't want to waste that much time. Let's use a regular attack. Super effective. 999. Cryomancy All. Both of these are thunder type. This one is thunder type only. This one is thunder and wind type. So Cryomancy All should be pretty darn good. And let's say maybe Umbromancy to at least kill off this enemy. Now here, we can do Basalt Assault, Earth over Wind, or we could use an Ice move to take care of the Thunder. I'm going to go with the Ice, because I can actually hit with 2 Ice moves here, or 2 Ice attacks. Ice Chaos hits twice, and that second shot is what we needed to win this. You'll notice here Arak is leveling up more slowly, because he's level 6, because he did do a boss battle already. Using the mouse here is not that great, so I might switch to using the up, down, left, right arrows. You probably won't have an issue pathing with the controller. Sometimes the mouse will path you right into the fire, which you kind of want to avoid for the most part. Marion, let's go with Nutrislash on the Echo. Almost. Let's go with Judgment. Just do some big damage if possible. Killing the bat, the Echo, as quickly as possible is incredibly important if you don't have any sort of confusion immunity accessories. Because quite frankly, this Echo hits a lot. Not a lot of damage, but it hits very frequently. And so your allies will constantly be confused, which can be really, really annoying. Let's just do Vanquish. Could use an Ice move. Once we get to level 5, then I'll just switch everyone's class again. We're near a gold statue. I'm going to be skipping all of the treasures, as well as all the boulders. We're halfway done with this dungeon. We're going to make this a shorter episode today. These chests are definitely worth it in terms of increasing your status, your stats. This enemy is light. You can tell because it's kind of like that bright grayish color. Let's go with... Let's just do Elite Beat. Let's go with Judgment. We're just going to try to hit for a lot of damage, even if we end up taking some of the process. Instead of using Cryomancy, I'm going to work on Umbra Coda, because this does massive dark damage, and it'll be super effective to the Light Blight. Very nice. Umbromancy All to maybe kill the Light Blight and also do some damage down here. That worked out well. And Marion was waiting to finish that off. Level ups. So now we're at least level 5 with each of these allies. if you're kind of equally distributing the experience across these classes, like every level 5-ish, you move on. Here's Ventanus again. Now, Ventanus, who always gets chased by a bat, is being chased by the Green Echo. There are initials here that says CM plus AS, similar to the initials in Hotfoot Hut. A reference to the initials of myself and my wife. You notice I took some damage by just running around the fire, which is generally not advised. I think I'll be able to handle it, though. Anyways, what I was saying is, if you're equally distributing experience across the 8 classes, you should be around level 5 with all 8 classes by the time you finish the first 2 medallion pieces. Like, it kind of lines up nicely if you do 5 levels for everyone, or for every class, for the first 2 medallion halves, and then getting to level 10 with each of those 8 alpha classes for the 3rd and 4th medallion half, and then you basically make your way into Omega for the last 4 medallion halves. What do we want to do? Let's do a little bit of healing. Let's keep moving down. Music shift to get faster now. We're almost at the end. Remain at current location. Yes, please. Whoa, 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 what is this? It appears that the path ahead has areas that alternate between being safe and being dangerous. I thought that the parts of the ground that were dangerous were only dangerous because they were right next to the lava. I guess we're not supposed to assume anything when it comes to these places. Yeah, but it's still inconvenient. Plus, I see some monsters up ahead too. We should be careful not to take too much damage in this maze, especially if the enemies up ahead can't be avoided. Level 2, awesome. Let's save again. I know I'm saving over a previous file, that's okay. And let's get moving. You can dodge the lava if you want. If you're, speedrunning this game, it's probably not going to matter that much. You can just dodge everything. You can dodge the battles, and you can just keep taking the hits as far as the lava's concerned. It's not really going to do too much. Let's just escape and keep moving. You can kind of draw them in a certain direction. And I'm just running and running and running. You can dodge pretty much all the lava in this entire area if you want to be super, super careful. You just don't want to get stuck in a battle with like this low HP. But then again, you can just use something like a bunch of mini heals, and then you're good to go again. If you do get confused because you're not wearing the appropriate gear, it could be pretty frustrating. You won't be able to escape, and you might actually get killed off. And we're just going to run through this place too. You can take your time and avoid all the lava. You can go little bit by bit. See right here, you can be very careful. The gray areas are typically safe, so we're just going to heal up again. Let's just go all the way, because we're about to level up again, I think. Let's save the game. And I'm pretty sure you're going to have to verse both of these 2 spirals, unless you get really lucky with the pathing. But keep in mind, there aren't that many mandatory battles in this dungeon. Let's use Redemption, because why not? Let's see if we can kill the Echo. Nice. Double Recoil is oftentimes very, very good. It does a lot of damage, 2 massive physical attacks, but you lose a lot of HP. This is done at random, so obviously the dream is to end up having both attacks land on this Thunder monster, because Marion has an ice weapon, but it might hit the light monster for all we know. Awesome. Umbra Coda. Dark beats light. And let's use just regular Umbermancy, I guess. It might not kill, but it'll still do a lot of damage. And the reaction is he tried to poison, and it just didn't work. Okay, great. Let's just do triple swing. I guess that'll be enough. Cool. And there's the level up. We're going to keep moving on to the next battle. Let's go with Judgment again. Let's just do a good amount of damage to everyone. That was fantastic. Let's use another double recoil, because why not? Wow, that got lucky. And against the Earth monster, we want to use the Wind attack. Let's just hit 4 times in a row. It'll probably be more damage than anything else Iraq could do, even though it wastes a good amount of magic points. Oh, missed one, that's okay. Sprig is up. Let's triple swing. Maybe that'll kill, I'm not sure. Super effective, because I guess he had a wind weapon on. Level 4. More importantly, got the HP restart, or AP recharge. Again, you can dodge all of this lava. It's not a big deal if you really want to make sure you're not taking any extra damage. Also, depending on how late in the game you are, like if this is your first dungeon, or your 4th dungeon, or your 8th dungeon, the lava won't really be that big of a deal anymore by the time you get into the later stages. Oops. So if you're just kind of navigating, whatever. Let's just finish this up here. And there's 2 more battles. I think there's a total of maybe like 4 or 6 more mandatory battles before the boss. I still have full TP, by the way. I could be using these TP gauges with no problems at all. Let's say we use Redemption on this Earth monster, because I was just reminded that I have a wind weapon. Cryomancy all, that way we can do a little bit extra damage to the Thunder monster while also hitting the Earth monster. Let's just Lumaquad this. You can kind of be greedy with using your high magic point skills if you're close to leveling up. I'm not sure if I'll be able to level up after this. I have to do this one. After this battle, or if I need one more battle. But it looks like I'm not really running out of magic points anytime soon. Let's see, what can we do here? Let's go with double recoil. Again, I'm hoping to hit the Thunder monsters, either one of these two, but even if I do hit the Echo might just die, meaning I've got one less enemy to worry about. Okay, the bad part there is that I wasted a second move, a second attack. Let's go with Judgment, because Ice Weapon beats Thunder Elemental. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Ice Weapon, it's Wind Weapon. That's why I didn't say super effective. Now, if you upgrade your classes, or level up your classes in a different order, you'll have different skills to tinker with. So right now the skills I have are working pretty well, but they might not be the absolute best skills to have in this dungeon. As long as you've got Hydromancy all with Marrow, you'll be fine for the boss battle, and then whatever you want to do before that is up to you. I'm going to run Forest Run through here. And again, we can just run all the way through if we want. Now we get 2 moves. Then we have another run up ahead. I have one empty square somewhere. Is it here? Yeah. So if you really wanted to avoid taking damage, you can stop there. Otherwise, I think it's impossible to get through without taking some lava damage. But there's really no benefit to avoiding all of the lava, besides not losing a little bit of HP. Here we finally have some hardcore fire enemies. So Water Chaos, hopefully we'll get to hit these monsters. Not that monster. Alright, maybe that monster twice. Worth a shot. Let's go with Judgment. Very nice. Taking some fire damage, that's okay. Alright, he was debuffed a little bit. Let's just finish this battle up. I probably could have just gotten rid of just using Frenzy. I think I might have made them weak to Earth as well, given how Sprig is equipped with... Oh no, it is water. I'm sorry. It's not wind and earth, it's been water and fire. Interesting. Let's... heal them all up again. 2 more mandatory battles, again against some fire enemies. Hopefully Water Chaos will hit some fire enemies this time. Hopefully it'll hit some fire enemies this time, there we go. Hydromancy all. And let's go with Lumaquad so we can hit 4 times. Lumaquad will be really nice in the next battle. That worked out well. Decent amount of damage. Triple swing. Maybe just a regular attack will do the trick. Nice. Level up. We made it to level 6, so I guess I could have done a better job of ranking up these classes. Not the end of the world. Let's save again. Obviously, saving frequently means if you do get caught playing too much of a risky playstyle or greedy playstyle on dying, you can obviously restart it wherever you died. Let's see, let's go with double recoil just to do some good damage. Let's go with Lumamancy all. If I can kill this one, that'd be great. Oh, so close. If we can use Lumaquad, it would kind of stink if this person got hit like 4 times in a row, but we'll see what happens. Sure. It's part of the risk. Let's do triple swing. We just want to get as much damage as possible. I mean, Lumaquad will end up finishing this boss off, or this enemy off if we need to. Actually use that much. There we go. Level up. Okay, nice. Let's... Oh, Iraq, what's going on? These monsters, yes? I'm just surprised that the monsters outside of Hargoth look so different from the ones near the old castle, before we started sailing around. Except for those boulder monsters, I guess. Those look pretty much the same. What do you mean? Don't most of the Medallion monsters appear different from the ones that we fought when we just met? A little bit of reference to how I switched the assets a little bit, the sprites of my enemies. The ones before we actually crossed the rubble bridge were an older style, whereas the dungeon monsters in these 8 dungeons are a much newer, I think kind of better looking style of picture. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't noticed anything. Fair enough. Alright, let's just run through everyone. Almost made it through everyone. We'll just escape here, because we're going to make this a nice, fast episode. Again, you're guaranteed to escape by the 4th turn. Remain current location. Well, we definitely don't want to leave. Now it's going to be Mero's turn to fight. Can Mero win at level 2? I have no idea. That's a pretty low level. I guess we'll find out. I'm going to save. Actually, I'm going to make sure Marion is equipped properly, or Mero is equipped properly. Fire Necklace, regenerating MP. What I can do is, I'm going to give Iraq a mini amulet of HP, and give Mero the maxi amulet. So now, her HP increases. If she had a stronger staff, that would have been nice too. That way she would have had a higher magic attack, like any sort of mythic staff, but she does not have that. But this should be just fine. We're gonna save, and we're gonna go for it. You've made a grave mistake by coming here. A mistake that I warmly welcome. Ooh, warm, I get it. Good one. Warm like the lava, right? Oh, powering. What do you think he's doing that for? Marion gets KO'd. Arak gets KO'd. Sprig gets KO'd. And Mero gets really sad. What did you do to my friends? I have taken their souls. Feeding on the essence of others is what makes me strong enough to keep my half of the soul medallion. That's not right. The soul medallion is all about given, not taken. Maybe so, but if you ever want your friends to regain consciousness, you'll need to take the medallion from me. Boss music. I like to start off with a good old-fashioned alacrity. Hopefully I'll get to do a little bit of messing with them. I'm loving the charmed here. And the magic attack being decreased is great too. I can also cast Magic Boost on myself to regenerate MP, so I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to spend the turn, even though I'm already healing magic points due to my ribbon, I'm going to also use Magic Boost. I've got an extra turn to use this because he's charmed, so he's not really hitting me. The poison is hurting them. And now we're just going to go... I could actually expose one of them. You know what? We're just going to go full on Hydromancy All. I want to keep using Hydromancy All until these two die. That'd be nice. But I have to keep in mind what my HP is, because my HP might get pretty low if I can't finish off these two fast enough. But you'll see just how much MP I end up recharging every time I use a spell, because I'll get some MP back from the ribbon and also MP back from the magic boost. So take a look at my magic points coming back. I'm getting 123 back. Now, 123 is a good amount, but we also have to size that up compared to how much MP I'm using every turn, which is 200. So I'm still getting about a little bit more than half my magic points back, but eventually I will run out of magic points. I'm just hoping that I can outlast these two enemies, because then I'll switch from Hydromancy All to just Hydromancy when I just focus on the main Piranha. And it looks like I'll be able to do that. Nice. So now I can just use regular Hydromancy, and I'll actually gain MP faster than I lose it. Piranha can not only buff himself and nerf you, but he can also put you to sleep. Which won't last for long, but it can allow you to lose a turn. And so that can be very frustrating if you're expecting him to only attack once, when in reality he might attack 2 or 3 times. But it looks like we'll get through this battle without too much trouble. If I get to like 2500 HP, I might consider using an HP restoring item like a Metatonic or something. But I think I'll be pretty safe. This fight can be difficult if the alacrity doesn't go your way, if they end up doing extra damage, if they put you to sleep, if they hit some critical hits on you. But here we got through it pretty easily. And just some extra magic points just because. Level 5? But I'm going to stick with level 5 while the other allies still grow to their level 5s too. Technomancy All, so using some TP to deal strong magic damage to everyone. And we get a whole bunch of items. Again, the item drop rate is very, very high, so there's almost no downside to using items regularly. You really don't have to hold off just in case you need the item later on. You're almost surely going to get it back within a few battles. Alright, Piranha is gone, and we are restored. What happened? Why do I feel so weird? And where did that large man go? Mango. You're all okay. She's super happy. She missed her friends. What did we miss? Oh, nothing, except for this. You obtained one of the two soul medallion halves. Wow, nice job, Marrow. Well done. You go, girl. Thanks. I think we can leave this place now. Agreed. Hey, Marrow. Yeah, Marion? Would you say that this lava dungeon was a pain in the ash? I definitely would. Let's figure out where to go next. Which is nice because Marion is the one who's most critical of all the puns and bad jokes. Soul, right half, has been completed. So 2 dungeons completed, 2 medallion halves out of 8 have been earned. And now we go back to the cutscene. With each medallion piece, I keep being reminded who I'm fighting for, why I'm on this journey. And so now 2 out of these 8 parts of the Sprig cutscene, of the Miro cutscene, of the Iraq cutscene, and the Marion cutscene will be available. And they might not be back to back. Although I do think that coincidentally they happen to be. I think I just did the 7th and 8th medallion pieces in the normal sequence of strength left, skill left, soul left, sage left, and then the same order for the right. Strength right, skill right, soul right, and sage right. So we seem to be going backwards, although the 3rd or 4th or 5th medallion piece we get might not be in any particular order. We'll still see the color gaps, the purples and oranges and teals and grays. That's cutscene 1, that's cutscene 2, or the part 3. The part 4 is gray, the part 5 will be purple, the part 6 will be teal, and then we have part 7 and 8 now. Did see this part last time. This is the normal speed of the cutscenes. Perhaps after this round of cutscenes, when it's time to do the 3rd medallion piece and the 4th medallion piece where these cutscenes get longer, perhaps then I'll hold down spacebar or the left mouse to speed things up a little bit. So again, we're skipping the first 6/8 or 3/4 of Iraq's cutscene, or Iraq's memory, until we get the other 6 medallion halves. I'll provide more context as to explaining each of these memories as we watch this entire cutscene play out, over the next 6 times. 7 if you include the final cutscene with the king talking about these memories. Last episode, we saw kind of the second half of this white wintry area with Iraq and Rania walking forwards, where Iraq makes his way to the end and then turns back around. And runs back to Rania. And then we've got Marion. I'm not sure if the background music is being picked up, because it's a little bit on the quieter side, because I'm recording this. But there is background music here. Everyone's singing along. You might be wondering who this individual is. And the 2 dungeons I just completed, Stimfi Station, last episode, with Iraq and the whole trivia boss battle, as well as Infernal Inferno, what we just did now with Marrow. I think these two are the fastest dungeons, or the shortest dungeons if you're kind of speeding through. We're going to go to the entrance of Infernal Inferno. Yes. And now there will be all of us again. I'm going to heal up just in case I didn't beforehand. What else? I'm going to leave Marrow at level 5 because I want to make sure these other ones get to level 5 as well. And I think that'll be pretty much it. This is about as fast a completion of a dungeon as we're going to get, which is why I wanted to make sure I did all of the other side quest things last episode and this episode. Next episode, let's do... I'm trying to figure if I should do Blizzard Blooms next or Hidden Haven. Let's go with Blizzard Blooms, since I'm over here anyway. So next episode, we will walk through Blizzard Blooms, which will be this area here. We have to walk through East Blizzard Blooms, then West Blizzard Blooms, and then the Igloo. There are some narrow paths up ahead. Let's stay close together so that we can squeeze through them. Maybe it'll help us avoid some enemies too. It's worth a shot. The party is now moving together as one. So most dungeons will have you move as a party of one. If you switch your formation, like let's say you put Marrow first, you'll get to see Marrow. Out of habit, I always just have kind of my tanky warrior type first, then my agile other physical attack damage dealer second, and then my dark mage and my light mage, just in most RPGs. So I have it defaulted to this in particular. On this east side, you could spend hours taking in stride all the colorful flowers. Enjoy the nature, the green and white plants, and of course, creatures who roam, fight, and dance. However, as you endeavor west forever, you'll see a change and exchange from an arranged home on the range to the strange and deranged. The angel of snow and stars, Angelis? The angel of snow and stars, Angelus, lives at the edge in his blue igloo palace. The monsters around him are dark and cold, and some call reinforcements. 'Tis a sight to behold. You should melt all the snow as you walk to and fro. Blizzard Blooms just assumes what you already know. This journey ahead takes the strength of a stallion, but it will all be worth it for a piece of Medallion. So next up is going to be part of the Strength Medallion, which means it's going to be Sprig's turn. And so for that reason, I want to make sure that Sprig is equipped with... could be the Gloom Sword or the Crash Axe, I think, because the boss is both Ice type and Light type. We're going to go with the Crash Axe because it does, Mythic Skegox as opposed to Mythic Masamune. The Mythics are what we're looking at here. Mythic Skegox has higher physical attack, so we'll just stick with this, and we'll just wail away physically at the eventual boss. We're also going to, before I forget, we're going to equip Sprig with some of the most useful information, or most useful accessories. So if we go back to Marrow, we're going to remove the HP Maxi Amulet. We'll give her an HP Mini Amulet. And we're also going to remove the Ribbon of Regen MP. Because I think Sprig might actually run out of MP during the boss battle as well. These are things you can obviously do right before the boss battle, because you'll have a ton of regular enemy encounters beforehand. But on the off chance that I forget, I want to make sure I have everything already pre-set up. And as far as Elemental Necklace goes, Ice or Light would be fine. Let's go with the Ice. Definitely very decked out against Ice now. Most of the general enemy encounters in this area have a whole bunch of elements. Not everything here is Ice. I didn't want to make really any dungeons all of one element, because that would get kind of boring and too easy to beat. Then you wouldn't really have to pay attention to the elemental types, or the colors, or the enemy names, or the skill names. So I wanted to make sure you're still paying attention. I think we're good. I think we are good. These little snow pieces can be broken, some of which have treasure chests, some of which don't. Revive plus obtained. So we are going to start heading west next episode. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time for Blizzard Blooms and half of the Strength Medallion.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more clips about Mango Mischief, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. The Steam link for my game, as well as all Mango Mischief social media links, are posted in this video's description. I think you'll enjoy my satirical, retro-style, turn-based JRPG, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments section below. Thanks!